Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining up in Grand Theft Auto 5. It is the day before the new Doomsday DLC hits GTA Online. Unfortunately, I was out of town over the weekend, so I couldn't have any live streams. I really talked to too many of you guys about the main question people have, which is what does this mean for the Chiliad mystery now that the Jetpack is being added with a DLC? Is there possibly going to be something to solve in single player? Maybe Rockstar will sneak it in there at the same time. I know a lot of you guys think that might happen, kind of a payoff for the Chiliad mystery. It really doesn't make sense that everything would lead to a DLC in online mode 4 years after the game first released. Why would they tease that for so long and make this big mystery surrounding it? Hopefully we get the answer to that, guys, but it's going to be a lot of fun to team up. It reminds me a lot of the original version of San Andreas, because when you finally defeat that game, you have all the toys unlocked, the Jetpack, the Hydra, and the entire map, and that's kind of what it feels like here in Grand Theft Auto 5, only we're going to do it together in GTA Online. So hopefully the payoff is worth it, but there's still one thing that I've been thinking about ever since the announcement, guys. What is up with time travel? You have the DeLorean coming to GTA Online along with the Jetpack. Is that a coincidence that we've been talking about all this stuff, the apocalypse, the Jetpack, and time travel, and it's all coming together? And is this version of the DeLorean even going to be able to time travel? What will happen when we take it to 88 miles per hour? So there's a lot to talk about. Much love. Thanks for joining up, guys. We'll have a lot of coverage of the Jetpack. I cannot wait to team up with you. It is going to be freaking amazing. We will have a ton of coverage in GTA Online that you guys can take part in. So if you want to join up on the Xbox One, my gamer tag is TrippyComs. It's pretty self-explanatory. And on the PS4, it is the Trippy Mofo. So you guys can join up. I definitely recommend you hit me up on Twitter to let me know you are going to do so. And we will unlock the Jetpack together. Hopefully these missions are the best missions yet. Many people are reaching out saying, hey, these are all meant to be in single player. They're just ripping it from a single player DLC and putting it online mode. So hopefully that's a good thing. Maybe that means the missions are going to be a lot better than anything we've seen in online mode, which to me, I don't know, I just did not get that immersion that I get from the missions using Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Of course, in the comments section below. I definitely want to hear your opinion, guys. This is crazy. Ever since the trailer came out, our community, as they say, has been lit. So let's get into the episode. Much love. There's so much to talk about. Are we actually going to time travel now that they give us the DeLorean, or as they call it, the Deluxo? I'll have a link in the description if you somehow have still not seen the trailer, but it shows off the flying DeLorean as well as a submarine car. So at first I thought they were the same thing. Not only could the DeLorean take off and fly away, but it could also go underwater. But it turns out the DeLorean will be the Deluxo, and then you have the Stromberg, so that will be the submarine car. As far as how much it's going to cost to actually have these specs, we're going to find out. I'm expecting it to be a lot, of course, but it's also involved in the heist. Do not forget that in a past heist, we unlocked the Hydra, but we really couldn't purchase it at first. So we'll see if we actually can use the DeLorean as well as the Jetpack. That's a big question. Another one people are hitting me up with is if I think that maybe they'll unlock something in single player, adding something for us mystery hunters. Once again, the Jetpack is only a small piece, so we also need to find the flux capacitor. This is all something that's been talked about from the beginning because of the note in Lester's house. That really tells us that time travel could maybe be possible, and if it's going to be possible, we have to use the DeLorean, probably going 88 miles per hour. Will we somehow have to unlock the DeLorean in story mode? I don't even know how that would be possible. Let me know if you guys have any theories, but we will take the Deluxo to 88 miles per hour, and hopefully something happens, because we have the note that says 88 miles per hour time travel right next to a Jetpack, and this is in Lester's house. We know that Lester is one of the key members of the team that will be featured in the Doomsday DLC. So hopefully we will be able to time travel, but in online mode, I don't think that makes a lot of sense to most of us. It just makes more sense to be in single player, maybe going back to the original San Andreas, perhaps meeting CJ. Something hopefully would happen, because everything else here in the house has come true. You have the Bigfoot clue. We of course found Bigfoot, desert UFO. This is from X-Files. You have Accept the Truth with a UFO that looks a lot like the one in Sandy Shores. There's just a lot of clues that have come to fruition in the game, including the jetpack here. So what's up with the time travel clue? Of course, there's also the 1.21 gigawatt Easter egg on the power stations. It all seems to be adding up to a big Back to the Future secret. There's something else that I'm wondering about. I know some of you guys may have already played this DLC by the time you're watching this video, but what is up with the enemy of the Doomsday Heist? They say it might be the North Koreans or the Russians, among others. I cannot see Rockstar Games actually having one of those guys, possibly the Russians, in San Andreas as a massive war. That doesn't seem possible, so who will we actually fight? That is something I cannot wait to find out. And of course, let me know if you guys know. That's going to be crazy, especially with a rocket potentially being within Mount Chiliad. It can't be possible that this is just a blueprint for some kind of underground silo, right? I mean, it does have kind of a core of the mountain, which I guess would be where the rocket is stashed, but it just does not make sense. It does not look right. If this turns out to be a map of maybe an underground facility, we get there through the TO1 tunnel and, maybe we have to go up elevators or something. I can't see that happening, but hopefully that's not the case, especially with the lightning bolts and whatever this is here. I guess a UFO of some sort. I don't think that this is going to be adding up towards some sort of underground silo blueprint, but we'll see. This picture clearly shows the jetpacks taking off from Mount Chiliad. Does that mean that this is the first time that you fly them, making it so you steal the jetpack from within Mount Chiliad, just like the Black Project? Not only do you have the silo hidden within Chiliad, but also the jetpacks. And if you think about it, this is the Doomsday Heist. There has to be something that we're stealing. This is a heist after all, just like in the Black Project mission from San Andreas. So perhaps the Black Project is the final mission in this heist, and we are stealing the jetpack from within Mount Chiliad. That would be so epic and definitely a worthy conclusion. But at the same time, what does that have to do with a potential doomsday and all these threats invading San Andreas? It says that we are going to save the entire state of San Andreas. And could that involve stealing the jetpack? I guess we're going to find out, but it is very mind-boggling. These things are called the Stromberg, so they're not based off the DeLorean. Instead, it is based off of James Bond. Pretty cool, and they look way faster than the other submarines. But check this out. Speaking of the enemy, this is going to be whoever is trying to start the war with us. I've heard some people speculate that the heist will take place on the submarine. I'm guessing the heist, like I said, will be within Mount Chiliad somehow. I'm guessing. Apparently, we're going to drive up to it with the Stromberg, this new underwater vehicle, and we'll be taking it on. It looks like we're going to be no match, but apparently this is going to be a big moment in the new Doomsday Heist. Here's a look at the silo. What do you think, guys? Is that inside of Mount Chiliad? That part that's open on the top, is that the peak of the mountain? It does look a lot like the room from the Black Project. Once the rocket takes off, it would make for a perfect location to get that jetpack and go straight up, launching up through the mountain just like we saw in the trailer. It does say Los Santos on the rocket. Would they put a Los Santos rocket in Blaine County in the mountain? They probably would. I've seen some other things mark Los Santos up in the north end of San Andreas, but we've also seen the description mention the streets of Los Santos, so maybe it is within the city. It does look like that star that's on the top, that circular star, that's the same one that's found within Fort Zancudo, so maybe it's even at the military base. I don't know what's going on, but I would not be surprised if the UFOs are involved. So even though they mentioned the North Koreans, the Russians, what if it's the aliens that it ends up being? It's a big mystery leading into the DLC, and hopefully it has a grand conclusion. I want to see this rocket hit. They talked about mushroom clouds. It better not be a dud. We need to see a massive explosion and a reason to have these jetpacks, which I don't know if you guys noticed, look like they have missiles or some sort of turrets equipped with them. So we're going to be taking on some heavy-duty opponents if that's the case. These two new characters also may be involved with the time travel mystery. You have a billionaire tech mogul named Avon, and behind him is a new artificial intelligence character named Clifford. So does Avon maybe have an interest in time travel? He could possibly be the character giving us the DeLorean or the Deluxo. And I never trust AI characters. It reminds me a lot of the Terminator storyline, which also involves time travel. They take the Terminators and they send them into the past. So I'm wondering if maybe this billionaire tech mogul has an interest in sending us back into the past, or at least giving us the DeLorean to begin with.
Say hello, Clifford.
You're embarrassing me, Avon. Rated M for mature.
Also, what does this mean for the Space Docker now that the Deluxo is being added into the game? I know so many people are hopeful that Rockstar will add something into single player at the same time as online with this new DLC, so hopefully that's the case, guys. But I'm really wondering how the Jetpack will change up the game. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to play a lot of Grand Theft Auto Online in the next few days, guys. In fact, I'll be playing it a lot to get the Jetpack and everything else, so join up, guys. Once again, the Trippy Mofo on the PS4 and Trippy Comms on Xbox One will have a ton of big events. Hope you guys have a happy holiday season. We'll have special things going down here at Trippy Commentaries. Hit me up anytime on Twitter at Trippy Comms. Definitely drop some comments below. And more importantly, as always, guys, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.